YouTube. Today is back to work day, my Monday. So it is Thursday, April 5th. Today, guys, I want to kind of reflect on, kind of want to talk about helping you younger barbers. Not so much young as in age, but young as in you guys are just getting started. But I'm going to go over 3 steps that I think you need to work on in order to get more clientele and become a more consistent, or you want to call it a better barber. Okay? The number one thing that'll make you a more consistent, a better barber, the number one thing, this is for you young guys and this is for old guys and any barber in general, but this is mostly for you younger guys that are learning, that are trying to get yourselves a clientele and are struggling to stay up with the more seasoned barbers in your shop. You know, the number one thing to getting successful, guys, is, you know what? It's number one thing is getting up early, getting to work on time. You know, work starts here, like at my shop, work starts at 9 o'clock during the week and 7:30 on Saturdays and 8 o'clock on Sundays. And you know what? And you need to be here on time. Everybody needs to be here on time, you know? If you're not showing up to work on time, then guess what? You're leaving money on the table, because right off the bat, you're behind. You're always going to show up at the shop and you're 1 or 2 haircuts behind the head guy. That's why he's the head guy. You need to get there on time. Get your ass up early. Accustom yourself. You know, it's a program. Program yourself to getting up early, guys. I program myself to get up at 5:45 every morning. I don't care if it's my day off or not. My body wakes up at 5:45, and you know what? You need to program yourself. In order to be a successful barber, you need to get up early every single day and get up and get to work. You know what? If you're staying out late every night, you know, going out, everybody likes to party. Come on, guys. I like to party. Everybody likes to party, but you know what? If you want to be successful in this business, this is a customer-based business. Customer service-based business. What that means is, you know, we need to be there for our customers. If I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it 100 times. We're customer-based business. That means we're there for our customers. That means we need to be there at work, up early every day. Get there on time. Be there the hours that you're scheduled to work. If you are not there the hours you're scheduled to work, how do you expect your customers to find you? Unless you're working on appointments only, which most young barbers don't, because most young barbers don't have the customer service, customers to do that yet. Enough customers, they have to work walk-ins. You know, at my shop, we're all walk-ins, so everybody's entitled to make good money, but you need to show up on time and you need to be there. You know, and sometimes you get there, and like today, I've been there early and it just hasn't been busy for me. The shop's been busy, but it hasn't been busy for me. But that's okay. That's the way it is in this business. Sometimes you got to sit around and wait for those customers to come through. But we need to be there and be there for our customers. Remember, number one is just getting there, guys. Getting there on time. Being early, all right? Getting there on time. Number 2, I would say, is consistency, guys. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent with your work. You need to show up and do your job. If you don't show up and do your job, then guess what? You're not going to make it here. Being consistent with your work, being consistent with your haircuts. You know, when you're first starting off, the trick of the trade is to get people to come back to you, not just to your shop, but to come back to your chair personally. The way you get them to come back to your chair personally is by supplying the best haircut possible with the right attitude. You know, talk to your customers. Give them the whole barbershop experience, you know. Put lather on them. Put hot lather on their neck. You know, a customer will appreciate that and remember that. You got to use those old barber traits to get them to come back to you. Have a great personality. Talk to them nice. You know, talk to them about their day. Ask them about them, you know. You know, there's one way of finding out if a customer wants to talk to you. You start talking to him, and if he answers yes, no, that tells me he doesn't want to talk. Fine. I do my job. Customer's done. If you start talking to a customer and the customer speaks back to you and starts telling you about their day, starts opening up to you, that means they want to talk to you. You know, there's ways to decipher stuff like this, and being consistent with your customer is what is gonna bring that customer back to your chair And that, in the end, is what you want. You want that dollar to come back to your chair. So have the right attitude. Be consistent. Be there. You know, being consistent is not just about haircuts. It's also about, you know, like I said earlier, it's just about being there at work. You know, how are you going to be consistent with your haircuts if you can't even be consistent with being at work? Or showing up on time, you know? Show up on time. Show up before work. Be consistent with that. That's when I'm impressed with my guys, when they show up early every day, not just once in a while. I don't want to see once in a while. I want to see every day, you know? So, be consistent. That's number 2, guys. All right?
My appetite for you is so strong. I know that this is wrong, but I need you around. My appetite.
Number three absolutely has to be customer service, guys. You know, you want to build a big clientele, you want people to be coming back and asking for you, then you need to work on your customer service skills. Customer service skills, not only does it mean you talking to your customers, not only does it mean you being there on time like we've already discussed, but, you know, customer service it goes a long way, guys. It's about being there for your customers and, you know, meeting their needs. And not only that, we need to work on talking to our customers. You know, some customers come to talk to us, some customers don't want to talk, like we explained a minute ago also. You know, it's about, you know, when you get phone calls, don't answer them all the time. It's bad customer service to see people answering the phone when they have people in your chair. You know, it's bad. You know, once, okay, but sometimes I see barbers answering the phone 3 and 4 or 5 times during a haircut. You know, your customer doesn't want to see you talking to somebody else. You know, it's just plain bad customer service, guys. Bad customer service. You know, we need to be attentive to our customers when they're in our chair. You know, you need to greet customers. Greet everybody. I tell all young barbers at my shop, you need to greet everybody, whether they're coming for you or not. You say, hello, how you doing today? You know what I mean? And when they leave, you say goodbye to them, you know? Remember, trust me, guys, when you're just sitting there waiting for customers to come in, and if you greet them, and you know that that's not your customer, but you greet them every time, one of these days that guy's going to give you a chance. You know, and you have to take them up on that chance. You know, it's like sitting there, it's like being in the bullpen and you're waiting for your chance to get called in, you know, and that's it. That is the way it is. You know, customer service is essential to barbering. Essential. I can't stress it enough. Not, you know, being here on time, taking care of your customers. Things like that will build up your clientele and make you a better barber. Stay humble, people. Stay humble. When you get to that point where you're making a lot of money, stay humble. Don't forget about that you used to be the low guy, you know? I see that a lot where guys, you know, they get big. They start getting a lot of haircuts. They're one of the main haircutters. And all of a sudden, they don't want to take care of certain customers. Why? I don't know. Maybe they feel they have easier haircuts or something. I don't know. It happens every time. You don't let this get to your head. Stay humble. Stay humble. Remember, we're here for the customers. The customers aren't here for us. And it's not about them calling us and saying, I need a haircut. It's about you being here for them when they need a haircut. You're not going to dictate to them when they need a haircut. They're going to tell you when they need a haircut. So you need to be here and be present and be ready to cut all the time. I tell that to all my customers, all my barbers. With that being said, I'm going back in there right now. Get this done. It's after lunchtime. It's a little slow today. It's all right. We've been working hard. I expected this week to be a little bit slower than last week because last week was a holiday weekend. But we'll talk about this a little bit more. I'm going to put some haircuts up, some haircuts of the boys up today too. Get back with you guys. Hi, pretty girl. What are you doing here? What did you come here for?
Because I want to see my mom.
And?
I went to school and I was drawing.
Yeah? You got your bangs cut, huh? You look beautiful now. You have fun at school? Good. It's the end of the day. About to leave right now. Work 6:30. Pretty productive day, guys. Me myself personally, slow as hell today. Slow, but the shop was thumbs up. All the boys were working. Just none of my customers are coming through today. It's all right though. I've been working extra hard this week, so you know what? When days like this come up, I don't even mind, man. It's nice to just sit back and let the guys do their job and just sit around. And you know, I got a lot of things done at the shop. Fixed some things that I needed to be fixed. My cameras weren't working, so I got to call tech support and got that working again. So it's all good, guys. That's the way it is in this business. Some days you got ups and downs, you know. Some days you make good money, and some days you don't do as good. But the shop was busy, so that's all that matters. Remember, the shop comes first. Everything revolves around the shop. Keep that in mind, guys. When you guys have a business, everything revolves around the business. The business does good, you're good. The business does bad, you're not doing too good. You know, the business itself did a really good job today, so I ain't stressing. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's Friday. We still got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the best days of the week. I ain't even tripping. So I'll get with you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll get into this all over again, guys. Leave some comments. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all good. If not, I'll see you guys on the flip side tomorrow.